Today is a special day for the most important people in my life right now. Their relationship has taught me many important and valuable lessons that I hope I can use for my future relationships. The reason why today is such a special occasion is because it is the 25th anniversary for my parents, which is their silver anniversary, which is a pretty big deal for me and them. So, first, I would like to tell about how they first met. My mom was a junior and she was working at the Career Academic Planning Center at South Dakota State University, where both of my parents were attending at the time. My dad was actually a transfer student from Truman State University in Missouri, and he grew up in Iowa. So he already drove quite a ways to get to Missouri to go to that college. My mom was from Minnesota originally, so she went to South Dakota State. My dad transferred there, so it came a long ways to finally meet each other, actually. Funny looking back at it now, my dad received a lot more than just a job opportunity. He found the love of his life and his future wife, which is pretty cool to think about now. Funnier thing is, my mom was telling me about when they first met was that she wasn't even that interested in my dad to begin with, which was kind of surprising to me, but also funny because he's such a goofball. My dad was a very persistent guy, which I feel like I am too. In asking my mom out on dates constantly, every other day, basically. But my mom finally looked into it, and she said she was drawn in by his charming attitude and his awesome smile. She said, so hopefully that goes down through generation to generation. My brother and I can have a charming personality and a good smile as well. This has basically taught me to be persistent and to never give up on something that you truly love. Because if it's something that you do love or something that you just want in general, that is what you'll do. You'll never give up, truly. So, looking back at their wedding day pictures, I can tell that they're two young lovebirds and that they're going to be together for a very long time. They looked very happy. A funny story my dad had shared with me was that on the wedding day, his groomsman, Russ Kissling, wrote the two words "help me" on the bottom of his shoes, which is just a funny marriage joke to pull on someone. And my dad actually did not notice, which made it about 100 times funnier, I think. And so when they kneeled down at the altar to pray, which is a tradition during church services, everybody in the crowd noticed what was on his shoes and started laughing uncontrollably, which was a very memorable moment for both of them. So my dad has always been known to be a jokester with everything, and with his college friends, and especially his roommates and high school buddies like Russ Kissling. He was still able to settle down and commit to a relationship and marry my mom, which is really cool to see. They got married on top of a little hill in DeGraff, Minnesota, at Buffalo Lake Lutheran Church. That is where they used a total of $1,000 for their entire wedding, which is crazy to think about nowadays. Times have definitely changed, that is for sure. My mom made her own dress, which you don't really see nowadays, and she also helped make dresses for her bridesmaids to match, and also corsages for the groomsmen. Although their wedding can be seen as cheap today in 2013 society, I know that both of them didn't care as much about the fanciness of their wedding or the luxuries at the time because they didn't have that much money anyways. They basically cared about the vows that they were proposing to each other and the actual marriage itself, which shows that they actually truly loved each other. When looking at my parents' marriage, it shows me how I should act as a young man with my own relationships, whether that's with roommates, girlfriends, future wives, anybody, my friends. If you're able to have compromises, I see, and do fun things like go on vacations together and just bonding experiences like going on dates with your girlfriend or anybody, going out and having a good time with them, seeing a movie, I believe that any marriage can be as successful as my parents. They both taught me how to stay strong and to never give up. So that's why they've made it to their silver anniversary of 25 years. And I would just like to congratulate them on that. So this is a toast to their 25 years and on to their golden anniversary of 50 years and hopefully even farther beyond than that.